Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Should be able to hear me now. Sound good now? Can I get a 1 in the chat if you can hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Got it. Okay, good. Good. What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Abdul Kadir in the house. What's up? What's up, guys? How you doing? So I was supposed to do another interview today, but the dude canceled on me. So I don't have anything planned. Gerald in the house. What's up, Gerald? Gerald. Can't say your name. Gerald. That's gotta be close. You saying hi, Nate? Nate's saying hi. So, oh, you want to be up here? He wants to talk to everybody. Say hi, Nate. Hey, he's so happy. He's so happy to be on the camera. What's good, guys? What's good? Okay, we got some viewers going on here. I've just been kind of stalling while we get viewers in. Oh, they say, what's up, Nate? How you doing, buddy? Hizzle 420 in the house. My Wednesday's okay, guys. So, just a little update on the channel. Since we're waiting for people to watch here, is I am going to be headed out soon. My grandfather passed away on Tuesday, so Uber Frankie in the house. What's up, Uber Frankie? So yeah, I'm working on writing like a eulogy. I gotta say a eulogy. I don't know. I might take my computer with me, so I can do stuff on the road. But I gotta go do a funeral stuff. What up, G Money? Yeah. And take care of his estate and stuff like that. So actually, I know that you guys are looking forward to our YouTubers challenge that was going on the weekend of St. Patrick's Day, but we had to cancel that, unfortunately. Yeah, thank you so much. The prayer's out. So he's doing good. What's up, Nate? So I thought today, since my I got canceled on. Thank you, appreciate it. Since my person I was supposed to interview canceled on me, that I would talk a little bit about some drama. I guess drama's fun, right? Everyone likes drama. Yeah, thank you very much, Hizzo. Yeah, it's weird having to give like a little speech like that. Like a eulogy is just, it's like, I don't know, how do you sum up somebody's like 88-year life? I don't know. But it is what it is. So anyway, yeah, there's been some drama. As you all know, last week, Dark Road Run and I, we did a super fun rating system. And we hurt some people's feelings. So, oh no, people's feelings are hurt. What do we do in 2018? You're not allowed to hurt anyone's feelings anymore. So I thought we'd, address some of the harsher criticisms, about that. Just speak from the heart, as I'm sure you will. Yeah, well, I kind of like to do something, Oh, you're Ubering some guy? Yeah. It is what it is. So, for those of you who don't know, the Average Junior did a hilarious video where he talked about how I unsubscribed from him, which, by the way, is y'all's fault, because y'all made me do it. And apparently it caused all kinds of drama. So, first off, like, we are friends, so that's not, like, a thing we have to really worry about at all. But it was kind of funny. So, let's look at some of the people who are super upset with me, and then I'll kind of respond to them. So let me switch over to this other screen here. No, that's not the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. So, can I give you a 1? What? Yeah, for sure we did. Can I give you a 1? I don't know what that means. What do you mean give me a 1? Anyway, so and you can sub again. Yeah, exactly. So, first off, I want to talk here about is JJ, the karaoke rideshare driver, who, if you watched my video, we actually gave a pretty high rating to, so I don't know why she was upset. But she says, Kevin, I'm so sorry that that happened to you. And I feel it was unfair and possibly damaging to your channel. I have to say this about your personal driver. I don't know why I'm in quotation marks. Am I not? Is that not really my YouTube name? Or are we like, but whatever it is. For someone who claims to want to help rideshare drivers, I guess he just ran out of good ideas for video. I think, okay. So he thought it would be funny to tear down lots of drivers' channels on YouTube yesterday and make comments about the female Toro driver about how she was so hot. Whoa. Whoa, John, in the house. Wait, thank you, John. What's up, man? So, John with the $5 super chat. Do you have a comment, or are you just donating the $5? I don't know why the thing didn't happen. This was supposed to happen when you do that. So that was for you. I don't know why it didn't work, but that's supposed to happen when you give a super chat. So that $5 super chat is for you, John. John's in the house, dropping the super chat. So anyway, she babbles on a lot, and as a result, I unsubscribed. I guess if you can't be famous, you must be infamous. So, just keep up the good work. Just love watching. Thanks. Appreciate it, John. So, let's go to Social Blade and see how much I hurt. How much I hurt his channel, guys. This is going to shock you. Oh, except I have to spell his name right. He has a weird name. You guys will be shocked to learn how much I hurt the Appreneur's channel. I mean, I don't even know how he does YouTube anymore, guys. How is he still making videos? I just don't understand. So, let's look here. Oh, well, look at that. He keeps gaining subscribers. That's interesting. Oh, and look at this. The day I did videos was, oh, he gained 26 subscribers, which is 10 subscribers more than his daily average. Man, I must have really hurt the Appreneur's channel. Well, the Apprepreneur did smoke me, so I bet you my channel's really hurting now because of that comment. So let's look at here. Oh no. Guys, I'm going to quit YouTube. I hurt people's feelings. It's all over. This was a good experiment, guys. I'm glad we hung out and stuff, but it's all over. It's all over. I can't do YouTube anymore. Especially with that Juan Informa in the house. What's up? And then let's look here. Let's look here, guys. So my daily average is a 6, and that terrible, I mean, that video he just put out the day after, it was devastating, guys. I don't know how I was gonna. Oh, I gained 20 subscribers that day. AZ driver in the house. Oh, so maybe the Apprepreneur didn't really hurt my channel, and maybe that video I made didn't really hurt my channel, and maybe it just helped. Huh? It's almost like when you give free exposure to someone's channel, it helps their channel out. I don't know. It's crazy. And so there's one more here I think is really funny that I wanted to go over. Oh, I think it got deleted. Oh, but yeah, I just wanted to show that. If you look at any of these guys' YouTube channels, all the ones. Oh yeah, congratulations on $600. That's right. Oh, just people were mad at me because I wrote things about them. I said things about them. I'm actually surprised that Kevin deleted them because they were on here. I want to talk about it. Jonathan, you gotta be quiet on the live stream, bud. So I'll switch back to the other screen. So Gerald says, I have to pick up Destiny. I hope she's hot. Whoa, did you just say a girl's hot? You know, JJ, the karaoke lady, says that you can't say girls are hot. It's against the rules. I don't know if you're going to be able to do that. Well, Juan, the topic for today is kind of just me hanging out with you guys. Because the problem is, I had another interview set up, but the interview fell through. So I don't have anyone to interview, so I'm just kind of going to wing it. I would say that I wanted to talk about the MIT study. You'll get it. I don't. I'm gonna get deactivated if I say somebody's hot on the live stream. I mean, God forbid that. You know, it's just not polite. It's not polite to call a girl hot. It's just it's an impossibility. So anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, the MIT study. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the MIT study that came out. But before we do that, we need to know what the MIT study was based on. So for those of you who don't know, Harry the Right, are you driving tonight? No. Actually, I kind of want to. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. I'll show you guys right now. Watch this. Speaking of driving tonight, look, guys. Who's online? Woo! Look at this. Oh, shit. Oh, they need to take a picture of me? Eee! Watch, I'll get kicked off now. Oh, ho. Oh, boom. Boom. Finally. Jesus. Oh, shit. That was fast. Oops. There goes my acceptance rating. Aaron, I think you're hot. Please don't take that the wrong. Oh, nope, you're done. You can't say that. I'm gonna kick you off now forever. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. I got a ping. Bye. My 1-year-old will be fine. I'm fine. What's up, bud? Jonathan, we can't talk about Minecraft right now, buddy. I am doing a live stream right now. You should be driving. Yeah, I know I should be driving, but I have kids I gotta take care of. So getting back to what I was saying. Harry the Rideshare driver did a survey on drivers, and I might do it. We'll see. It's a possibility. It's not against. It's not against the all possibilities together. Anyway, I was trying to get to a point. You guys distract me like all the time. Like I can't even focus because you guys are always so talkative. I guess that's a good thing, right? Anyway, so the rideshare guy Harry, he did a study on drivers. It wasn't really a study. It was more of a survey. And what he did is he surveyed a bunch of different. Thanks, appreciate it. He did a bunch of different or interviewed a bunch of different drivers and compiled a bunch of information. And let's see if I can pull it up here. If I can, that'd be awesome. If not, I'm looking for it now. I had it saved here. Hey, how exciting is it to watch me search for something on YouTube? Is it super exciting for me to watch me search on the internet, you guys? Is this like breathtakingly amazing YouTube? Oh, okay, this is where we're getting close to now. Okay. So this is what I was going to, let's switch back over to the screen over here. This is a rideshare guy. So 2018 Uber and Lyft driver survey results. So first off, Harry's awesome. He's a really good guy. He does a lot of good research. He's like the CNN of Uber, or excuse me, of rideshare in general, I should say. Let's look at the survey he did. So the first question is, overall, am I satisfied with my experience driving for Uber? And I was really actually surprised that it was this high. So, I mean, it's still less than 50%, right? Either way, but it's crazy. And it did improve from last year. Last year was even worse. So look at that. I mean, that's a huge increase in strongly agree. So in 2007, last year, it was under 50%. Look, now it's over 50%. So it looks like the 180 days of change worked. The campaign worked, which is surprising because we still don't make any money. So that's really interesting. And I was actually really surprised at how many people were happy with Uber. And then this was also surprising. Overall, I am satisfied with the results of 180 days of change. Again, man, so a lot of people were really happy with the 180 days of change. So good on Uber. Now, I will say, basically, this question should be phrased like this. Hey, drivers, are you happy that you can get tipped on the app now? And that Uber accepts tips? It's gonna blow your mind, guys. Do you know that drivers like to get tipped? Couldn't believe it. That's basically all the 180 days of change were. There's some other stuff, but mostly that's what it was. But then this is the important part. This is where the MIT study came in and kind of just blew up the internet. Uber driving earnings. Okay. So Uber drivers who reported earning $16.90 per hour, which is nearly $1 per hour more than last year, in mid-2007. Uber added a tipping option and continued to offer lucrative weekly bonuses in many cities. So let's look at this chart, mostly because I like showing off how fucking amazing I am and why I'm always right, and you guys should always listen to what I have to say at all times. But let's look at this. So Uber hourly earnings. Had a medical ride the other day, blind, paraplegic. They had to lift him in the car. I'm so happy I can help out, Aaron. I'm really concerned with liability, and you show up and cancel. So we can talk about that after this, but yeah, actually I don't mind those rides. But we'll talk about that later, as long as it's not an emergency situation. But look at this, guys. So here's what Uber drivers make. Most Uber drivers make between 10 and 20 bucks an hour right here. So look at that. That is 63%. Now, if you follow me for any length of time, you know I am always consistently above 30 bucks an hour when I'm doing this. So I am in this like I'd say right between here, right between 22 and 2%. MS Silver in the house. Really was Uber's 150 days of shame. Remember, they took back the additional ride requests in 1 month. Drivers must be dead brain to be satisfied. Well, I mean, getting tipped is pretty awesome. I think that's why people were satisfied. That being said, I would call it the 180 days of not exactly the same. 180 days of slightly different, something like that. The 180 days of we don't really want to change, maybe, would be better. Anyway, so I'm back to bragging about myself because I'm awesome. So you guys know that if I'm in this $20 to $30 an hour thing, I'm really pissed off. First off, before I say anything, calculating your earnings per hour is a bad idea, guys. Don't do it. You have to calculate your earnings per mile. If you think about everything per mile, how much I'm making per mile, this hourly stuff doesn't matter. It'll come in. My kid has pots. Look at this guy. Can you guys see this? He must have gotten 2 pots out of the cabinet, and now he's carrying it around like he's Hercules. Hercules! Hercules! Well, you can't. Don't bang him on the live stream. Anyway, guys, if you focus on per mile, per mile, per mile, you'll make higher hourly wages. But if you focus on the hourly wages, like you're doing Uber wrong. It's not number of rides. It's none of that stuff. Okay, it's how much money you're making per hour. So anyway, I'm right in here, usually making between $25 and $30 an hour. So I am definitely doing much better than the average driver. And you could too by me sharing your knowledge. Okay, so here we found a positive correlation between number of trips given and increased reported earnings. That kind of makes sense, right? So the more trips you do, the more money you make. So keep in mind though that what he's talking about here is experience. So if you have less than 500 trips, you're likely to make less money because you don't know what you're doing. If you have more than 10,000 trips, you're likely to make more money because you know what you're doing. So this kind of makes sense to me, and it kind of goes without saying, like, the better you are at something, the better return you will get for financial investment in that, right? So if you have more, I do not have 10,000 trips, by the way. So I am in this right here-ish. So I'm right around 5,000 trips. Remember, I use a bunch of different apps too. So you have to add up all your trips on all the different apps and stuff too. So that's interesting. Then this is just kind of interesting too. I'm actually really surprised with this number. What service do you primarily drive for? And I'm actually really shocked that 60% of drivers are only driving for Uber. I think that is an incredible waste of opportunity. Yeah, put work in. That's right, Timothy. Cheers to that. I'm not surprised by this. Very few markets you can only do Lyft full time. So we're talking Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, and then maybe New York, maybe Atlanta, maybe LA, but most people have to do both. But the fact that this many people only do Uber, I'm actually shocked by that, and I wonder if that means mostly because hold on. I made 60 cents an hour on Monday. Sorry to hear that, Frank. Frank in the house. What's up, Frank? Frank's new, guys. He's just started. He's awesome. Anyway, what was I saying? So these people who are only driving for Uber, they need to get Lyft. They need to get as many apps as they can. The more apps you can. If you want this to go up, how much money you're making, you need to not only drive for Uber, because staying logged in is not a good way. Unless, you know, you're in a small town like Frank is and you only have one. Yeah, not really. You only have like one app, right? Some places only have Uber, so there's nothing you can do about that. But most places have a couple, and you should definitely do them to increase your customers here. Okay, on how many on services are you signed up for? And this makes sense to me. 2, right? Uber and Lyft. That's the majority. So only people who live in bigger markets like me in the Bay Area and such are going to have more than 2. But you need to sign up for as many as you can. It's a small town, yeah. So when you're working in a small town or a suburb, it's very likely that you'll only get 1 ride an hour or 2 rides an hour. But you're going to go for... Johnny, can you turn that off? I'm sorry, Nate. I know you like to play with that toy, but I'm on the computer. Okay. So this is market share of drivers surveyed. So these are all the different apps that people are on. I was actually surprised to see Amazon Flex was this high, but I love Amazon Flex, so I'm pretty excited that this is Amazon Flex is my favorite app, and I can't wait to get on it. But yeah, Uber Eats is too high. You guys need to stop taking Uber Eats unless it's surging like anything else. I knew this was a small market. I'm very surprised I made 257 last Saturday and Sunday. Tickled pink with that. Yeah, I mean, hey, if you got a small market, that's still good, man. And the thing is, in small markets, it's really important that you get a good customer base, or in the suburbs, because these customers come back. When I was in the suburbs, I used to have like 5 or 6 regulars that, I mean, they could call me 24/7. Once I had Nate and the kid, and I couldn't leave 24/7, it was kind of a bummer. But yeah, I would, like at 2 o'clock in the morning, I would wake up on a Wednesday or a Tuesday or whatever and go pick them up. It was the same people over and over. But anyway, look at this. Where was I at? Oh, so more people are satisfied with Lyft than Uber, and that cannot be a surprise to anybody. Hey, awesome! Just make sure you use my referral code, buddy. Here, I'll even go the extra mile for you. I don't know if there's gonna be. I mean, your town is small, Frank. I don't know if anyone's gonna even be there doing Uber, but just in case, there you go. There's my referral code, Frank. Yes, they do. Except for the inspection. You'll have to get your own inspection. Nate's hanging off the chandelier. Yeah. Oh, you use Chris's? Wah, wah, wah. Here's a sad face. Wah, wah, wah. Chris is cool, though. So... Also, this is important for you guys to know, Lyft drivers reported earning more per hour. And I think that there's 2 factors. Now, this is my speculation. This is not what the study found. But Lyft customers tip more. Tipping has been there from the beginning with Lyft. So if you take a Lyft, you're more likely to tip. And if you're getting tips, you're more likely to make more money. But that's a significant thing that you make more money with Lyft. He's Superman. Yeah. Are rideshare drivers underpaid? So this is an interesting question. Oh, you guys want to look at this? So here is here you go. Boom. See? Which I found this part to be pretty exciting. Average rating Uber drivers on average are rated higher than Lyft drivers, which I thought was weird. Because my Lyft rating has always been high. I almost always have a 5.0 on Lyft, almost always. But with Uber, it's always around like 4.95 ish. Like there's always someone who rates me 1 on Uber. Also, there's less trips, and I think that makes sense too because Lyft is generally less busy. So you make more money with Lyft, you get less rides, but you'll get a lower rating. So this is, I think, one of the best parts of the survey that the rideshare guy did. Now, what is the most important thing to you as a driver? Good. Pay should be the right answer. That's the right answer, guys. Obviously, flexibility. That's why we do this instead of working at minimum wage somewhere. But flexibility is important. For me particularly, it's important because I have to take care of these 2 kids. But pay should be the #1 thing you're worried about. That's also kind of a big no-brainer. Actual versus preferred earnings. This is going to shock you guys. Drivers want to make more than $16 an hour. So no one should be shocked by this. And then a lot of people have wanted a 10 to 15% raise across the board. And that's actually what this found. So, oh no, but that's actually not what this found. That's 31% is the increase that they want. Sorry about that, guys. It's March, so I'm getting like sinus, runny nose, coughing a lot and stuff like that. I guess I could mute the mic when I do that next time. But yeah, you know, $25 to $30 an hour is what I make. Did you enjoy driving Saturday morning? You know, I did. It's just hard to let go of those Friday night earnings. Here's the thing, guys. I do a live stream on Friday and Saturday from 10 to midnight, and that's where I feel like most of you guys watch me. But if I'm going to get up at 4 a.m., I either have to stay up all night Friday or not drive on Friday. And it just cuts a lot into my earnings. Because on Friday, I still wake up at 6 a.m. I still take care of the kids all day. I still make lunch. I still make dinner. I still do the laundry. You know, I still do all that stuff you do on a Friday. And then I go out until like midnight or 2 a.m. That's a long time. And so then to stay up until 10 o'clock the next morning, like, that's more than 24 hours being awake. And I've done that before. But, man, guys, I'm getting old, man. And I don't... God, the idea of every Friday waking up at 6 a.m. and then going to sleep at 10 a.m. on Saturday the next day sounds terrible. No, not right now, buddy. Oh, see. But yes, I did like working Saturday morning. And I like that a lot of people on the East Coast who can't normally join my live streams, they can join me. Sugar Shine in the house. I'm here. I got your in on the background, so I don't see a comment. That's why. What? I don't know what you just said. Doesn't make any sense to me, but it doesn't matter. Here, I'm going to give you some hearts, and just because you're the best, and you're my only Patreon subscriber. Here you go. Boom. Oh, look, a heart with an arrow in it. Here's some hearts. A fancy heart. There you go. Lots of hearts for Sugar Shine. Yay, Patreon in the house. What's up? And then let's give you some, I'll blow you some kisses here too. I thought where's that emoji at? Here. I don't know where that's at, but here's some kisses. There you go. Boom. Thanks for being my Patreon, Sugar Shine. I don't know what you just said, so you should rethink your sentence and send it again. So, I said I have you on in the background doing some stuff, so I don't see a comment. That's why, but I'm listening. Okay, I'll try to do a better example of explaining these graphics. So you can hear. So the next question that Harry asked was, overall, I am satisfied with the experience driving Uber Pool. And I am shocked that this is not higher. 42% said strongly disagree. 4.2% said strongly agree. 22.3% say somewhat disagree. And 18% say somewhat agree, and 13% saying neither. I'm going to guess that 13%, we shouldn't ignore that 13%. Those are probably people who don't have Uber Pool. Like, if it's not in your market, you're not going to have an opinion on it, right? You've never used it. You don't know. So this right here is the big shocking part to me. It's only 64%. Is the 40% of people who are like, man, I cannot wait for Uber Pool. It's going to be so amazing. I just turn on my phone and I stare at my phone. And I'm like, come on, Uber Pool. Come on, Uber Pool, man. I cannot wait for more work for less money. But yeah, so people don't like Uber Pool, which is a problem because it's one of the only products that Uber makes money on. So, this is actually really surprising, but when you think about it, it makes sense. Even Harry said it was surprising. Overall, I am satisfied with my experience driving Lyft Line. And look, a lot of people, again, neither agree or disagree at 20%, but those are probably people who don't have Lyft Line in their market. But somewhat agree is 31%, somewhat disagree is only 20%, strongly agree is 13%, and strongly disagree is 15%. So we're looking at almost 50% of respondents, and well over 2/3 if you don't include the neither agree or disagree people, like Lyft Line. And I think the reason for that is Lyft Line pays the same rate as a regular Lyft, even though overall you still make less money. Sugarshine says those are probably Uber employees trying to push their Uber Pool. Ignore them. Uber Pool looks stupid. It is stupid. So, the other thing about Lyft is full-time drivers for Lyft want what's known as power driver bonus. It's similar to Quest on Uber, where if you do a minimum amount of rides, then they'll give you a bonus. Las Cruces says Uber Lyft Facebook group. Haha, they ain't giving up no info. They don't want another driver out there. Probably. That's true, Frank. So Lyft people who are trying to get a Quest probably really do like Lyft Line, because if you need 110 rides and you can do like 5 or 6 rides in a couple of minutes because you're doing all these like frequent pools, I guess that makes sense. Now, I still hate Lyft Line overall, but I kind of understand why there's more satisfaction here. But I just don't understand how it's only 60% of people don't like Uber Pool. It doesn't make any sense at all. Hey, buddy. Oh, you want to make another appearance? Here we go. So, rideshare insurance for drivers. So this is actually disturbing. This is bad. So I don't know. That means no. If you don't know if you have insurance or not, that means you don't. Prefer not to say. I don't know why you would prefer not to say. I guess you know that you should have it and you don't, so you don't want to admit anything. You want to get here and stand up and say hi to everybody? Hey! I get an extra $2 for every 30 days with Lyft. Nice. Yes, that's what the sign-in bonus is. That's why Dorothy made so much money when she signed up too. So yeah, enjoy that. It's awesome. So half of the drivers are not driving with rideshare insurance, and that's an insane thing to me. You guys got to get your rideshare insurance. And my little sidekick, exactly. So if you guys need to, here I'll show you the video I did on it. I went into in-depth on insurance, guys. So here I'll bring up that video and I'll put it in the chat. You guys need rideshare insurance, and I don't know how else to say it other than it's like you got to have it. Every state's different, obviously. But what rideshare insurance is it's basically a stopgap between what Uber and Lyft don't cover. So you really need it, especially if you're going to be driving with the app on. Because when your app is on and you don't have I can't do two things at once. I'm bad at it. So here's my video on insurance companies. Go check that out. Sometimes, guys, it's really important that you have insurance. During phase 2, or when the app is on but you don't have a customer and no ping, Uber and Lyft don't cover you. And your personal insurance doesn't cover you. Now, a lot of people say, yeah, well, I'll just lie to my insurance and I'll tell them I wasn't doing Lyft or Uber. But that's insurance fraud. And so if they find that out, you know, that's like jail time. So I don't ever think it's a good idea to commit insurance fraud. It's for me, it's $10 a month, so it's $120 a year. And any gaps that are not covered are definitely covered by the insurance. Cali Uber says, first off, Cali Uber in the house. What's up, Cali Uber? Yes, sir. Without rideshare insurance, the damage that happens to you my car in the bar fight would not have been covered. Exactly. Damn, Frank, it's $900 a year for you. Is that what your insurance costs or what the rideshare insurance costs? Most insurance companies have a an add-on, but man, $900 a year, that's expensive. Who do you have it for? Go watch my my video, Frank, and maybe you should get a different insurance company. So, that's $75 a month. Wow, you get something wrong with that, Frank. So be careful. Gap insurance is when you buy a new car and you owe more than the car is worth. So say you have a car that's worth $10,000, or you have a car that is worth $10,000, but your loan for that car is $15,000. Okay. So there's a $5,000 difference. So if you get into an accident and your car is totaled, the insurance company is only going to pay you $10,000, which means you'll owe $5,000. So gap insurance covers between what your car is worth and what you owe on the loan. So if you have gap insurance, then they'll pay the additional $5,000 that isn't covered. Rideshare gap insurance sounds the same, but it's really different. Timothy, you can go watch that video. In my opinion, this is my opinion. Now go do your own research. Obviously, it's different in your state. It's State Farm. And the reason that I think State Farm is the best company for rideshare insurance is because they pay the deductible. Now remember, Lyft is a $2,500 deductible and Uber is a $1,000 deductible. So even if it's not your fault, that's your deductible. Now, people have said on like Facebook and like on these online forums that Uber will reimburse you if it's not your fault. Now I can't verify that. That's just what I've heard on the forums. So that being said, you still have to pay $1,000 even if you're getting it reversed, and then you have to prove that the accident isn't your fault. So also get a dash cam. But if you have State Farm insurance, and I've heard Geico now, I can't verify that, so check with Geico, that they'll cover your insurance. So, but there's 5 companies. I use USAA. That's my personal insurance, $10 a month. Let's see if I can just find a thing here for Timothy. Uber insurance coverage. Okay, so here's a good one. Let's click on this one. Oh, that's not what I wanted. What's up, dude? I'm busy right now, buddy. Yeah, well, that's not going to help. That's too small. Can I focus in on that? This is a better one. Okay, so your personal insurance covers you when the app is off. Once you turn the app on, before you have a ping, your personal insurance no longer covers you. And this is the only insurance you have. So it'll only cover you for injury. And that is even negotiable. So I've heard some people complain, like Cali Uber said, that the Uber coverage isn't going to cover him. He was sitting in a parking lot. Cali Uber was sitting in a parking lot, and someone damaged his car. Uber said they wouldn't cover it. Uber's insurance. So this is a little bit misleading when it says $25,000 property damage and $100,000 injuries. So it's not 100% covered. And then the other thing is, when you get a ping, driving to the ping isn't covered. Well, it's not fully covered. There is some coverage that kicks in at that point. And when you get the person in the car, this is when you get the full $1 million policy. So rideshare gap insurance, not gap insurance, rideshare gap insurance fills in the gap during this first phase before you have the customer in your car. So whatever isn't covered, your personal insurance company will cover. Now the thing is, I like this for several reasons. Obviously being covered is good, but also going through Uber's insurance is a pain in the ass. It sucks. Because Uber Insurance's only desire is to not pay out claims. So they'll try everything they can to deny you coverage. So you're going to have to fight with them. But your personal insurance, if you make a claim through your personal insurance, will cover you, pay the expenses, and then go after Uber's insurance to recoup the money that they paid out to you, which is why it's important. And Lyft is the same way. This is Lyft's. So here, offline you get paid. There is a limited availability during period 1. En route, Lyft says that they cover you fully, and I don't. I guess you can believe Lyft. And then once someone's on the trip, it's the same coverage. So it says there's some comments here in here. So AA basically unlocks your personal coverage to when you are doing rideshare. Yes. Cali Uber 75 months is or a month is $930 a year. Yes. Okay. So my understanding is Geico also provides you with personal insurance supplemented during the ride. So check out Geico. It might be a little bit cheaper. But anyway, I mean, AAA is a great insurance company. If it works for you, that's fine. Especially if it covers the deductible. It says, it don't give me anything but insurance for when I'm only waiting. Still, $500 deductible for me, $1,000 for Uber, and $2,500 for Lyft. Yes. Well, I'm telling you guys, okay, go watch that video. I mean, don't leave me. I mean, wait until the live stream is over. But here, I'll post it again. There's choices, I think, that are going to be cheaper than that. It might give you guys better options. But I would be completely comfortable if you're happy with AAA. Geico is more for me. Well, there you go. At least you looked into it. And every state's different too, so I don't know what everyone's insurance rates are going to be. You know, I just assume California has the highest rates because California is the highest of everything. Okay, back to the rideshare survey. I'm glad we got that covered. So hopefully you guys will get yourself covered. What type of employment relationship would you like to have with rideshare companies? I'm going to move this down a little bit so you guys can see Nate because he's chilling. What's up, Nate? I don't like that table, the view of the table. We're going to go up a little bit more. I just want to get him in the shot. Hey, Nate, look, you're in the shot. You're like a famous movie star. So this is not going to surprise anybody here. People want to be independent contractors. Yes, they have more control over their... Oh, the damage was $1,300. Man, that would suck to pay Uber $1,000 just to save yourself $300. Because some idiot hit your car while you were parked. Or punched your car, whatever he did. So this is not going to surprise anybody. 75% want to be an independent contractor. 3% don't know the difference, which is fine. Okay, Franklin, that's good. That's good. That's good. He said my insurance is $269 for 6 months, which is better. What are you sad about? What are you sad about? My baby's sad. Now, this is a big shocker for me, guys. This blew my mind because people on Facebook have fight about it all the time. What type of background check should rideshare drivers complete? 63% of respondents said fingerprint background checks. Now, that's where I've been saying that since the beginning. So that's where I'm standing, but I've always felt like the minority with that category, because everyone on Facebook tells me how much of an idiot I am and that I'm stupid and dumb and all those other things, right? My kid's finally going to sleep. He's out. So I think that's a good positive sign, and it's just, we need to make sure, like at the beginning of the stream, for those of you who just joined or joined a little late, Timothy said in his hometown, a Lyft driver has been accused of rape. And that's way more common than it should be. And I think one way to alleviate the safety problem is to background check people and make sure they don't have a criminal background. Now, I know people don't like that, but apparently, and most drivers agree with me. It makes me wonder what these 36% of people who don't want a fingerprint background are doing, you know. Yeah, he loves hanging out with Dad. So, that's the survey, okay, guys? Then a bunch of drama happened. So now we've gone through the survey. Does anyone have anything they want to say about it? Anything that surprised them or they liked them? Like, what is your opinion on the survey? Does anyone care? Do we care? Let me switch back here to this screen so I can set up my next thing. Fingerprint all day long. Yeah, I agree. You know, it's safer for everybody. You can see it in the background right here. That's the table Nate likes to play on that makes all the noise. So if you hear the background singing, that's who it is. Yeah, okay. So I'm just interested if you guys saw the survey or what you found out. Yeah, I agree, Cal Uber. I agree. Let's look for... If a mugger needs a muggle, he can just call for an Uber. That's true. So, what happened was MIT took that survey and they did a study and they crunched some numbers and they came up with the median pay for Uber drivers after expenses was $3.37. I'm looking for that one right here, and here it is. I'm gonna switch back over to this one. So, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, also known as MIT, is said that they took all this and they crunched some numbers, and $3.37 an hour before taxes is well under the minimum wage, which is true. And the way they found that is they took the median amount of money in Harry's survey and they deducted expenses. So that caused a lot of problems. I will see if I can find, here we go, including the CEO from Uber, Dana, how are we supposed to say it? Yeah. Well, first off, you can't do per hour. It doesn't make any sense. Like I said, I would rather sit in a parking lot and not take a ride at a loss than take a ride at a loss, and then next hour make money. But whatever. I don't want to. This is another discussion. So this is funny. He said MIT equals mathematically incompetent theories. And so here's the tweet, and then lots of respondents, right? Including this one, which is funny. So MIT got a lot of crap for the study, and they've decided they're going to revisit it. One major problem with the study is they were deducting 54 cents or 56 cents per mile from the earnings. I understand that when you write your taxes off, you can write off 53 cents a mile or 52 cents a mile or whatever it is at the federal level. The problem is you shouldn't be operating at 54 cents a mile. You should be operating around 30 cents or less, right? If you are operating at 54 cents a mile, then yeah, you're probably not going to make a lot of money. So what I don't like about Dara's text here is he shouts out the rideshare guy. The rideshare guy, he isn't a scientist. He just did a survey of Uber users. I don't even think it was a scientific survey. But what you will notice here is the CEO of Uber didn't deny the allegations. He didn't say that doesn't happen. He just simply said he didn't like it. So what happened was, I love this picture of him because I feel like that's exactly how he felt after he sent that tweet. And this is funny. Sarcastically mocking a group of top researchers isn't the best way to get your point across, even if you're right. No, it is. Welcome to 2018. That's how Twitter works. So MIT said they withdraw the study and they're going to go look at it again, which is the conclusion to that. And so here is the potential problem with MIT study, right? You can go back and I'll put this in the chat if you guys want to read this, but I'm not gonna read it line by line. Here you go. So that being said, let's switch back over here. I don't think MIT's study is that far off the mark, right? Because what they're saying is the median. That means if you draw a line in the middle, half of the people make more than $3.37 an hour, and half the people make less than $3.37 an hour. So, like, Uber CEO isn't denying that. He's saying the line needs to be moved. But what's the median person making after expenses? $7 an hour? Is that better? Are we excited about that? $5 an hour? I mean, what? After expenses, many drivers make less than minimum wage. And we think that that's cool, I guess? Is that, we're okay with that? I mean, so, Dano Smith in the house. What's up, Dano? Well, yeah, you missed a lot, bud. We just went over the survey by the Rideshare guy, and we're talking about Dara, the CEO of Uber, making fun of MIT, and we also had a discussion about insurance, rideshare insurance. So welcome to the house, and enjoy it. But I distracted me. Oh, so where the median driver is, I don't think matters. Trucker guy in the house. What's up from Phoenix? Busy here, all the tourists in town for spring training games. Thinking of checking out a Giants game soon. Yeah. Whoop whoop. Go Giants. How do I get that on the camera? Go Giants. What's up, trucker guy? So I'm glad trucker guy got in here, because the next thing I want to talk about, unless you guys want to talk more about this. By the way, you guys definitely should know how much I'll go over that again. The art of being cheap. For those of you who've never seen this, it's very important that you know how much it costs to operate your vehicle. So I'll put this in the chat too. So this is the website we're going to go to. DC in the house again. What's up, Fitz? Or Fritz. Okay. So this website, which I just posted there, it's a really easy website. Now there are other ways to calculate your per mile income. This isn't the only way. This is the easiest one I found. That's why I was talking about it. So you just fill this stuff out. Let's do my favorite, Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid Plug-in. Here we go. Bam. Let's do an analysis of this car right here. First off, we got to find it. Click on that. That was dumb. Okay, view the inventory, whatever. I just want to find a price. That's surprisingly low. I thought they were higher than that. Maybe it's just in California they're higher. Oh, this is not the plug-in. This is... That's the plug-in. Yeah, that's it. 48,580. So 48,580. Estimate car when there's 200,000 miles. 200,000 miles driven a year is 36. Well, let's do 30, right? Because if we're doing XL, we're going to drive less miles. Okay. Price of gas is, in California, I don't know what it is for you guys, but it's $3.50. Miles per gallon is 88. Maintenance and oil changes. I have no idea, so I'm just gonna guess. $1,500 a year. I guess I could look it up. Chrysler Pacific Hybrid plug-in cost to own. Oh, they don't know. So it's too new. It's too new. Well, let's look at, without the plug-in, let's look at what regular maintenance looks like. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Ba-da-da-da-da. So let's look it up here. Where's the cost? And this, you guys can do this too. Edmunds is a great resource to figure out how much maintenance it's going to cost. This is on average per car. So obviously this is going to change because if you don't need the maintenance, you don't pay for maintenance, right? This is just an average. So let's look. Oh, surprising. So only 182 at first, but it goes higher. So let's do the average over 5 years, so we can get a better idea. So 3813 divided by 5, about 700. Let's do 762, which is half of that. Is what maintenance is going to be. The cost of new tires. I have no idea for a minivan how much it would cost. 400 is fine. I don't know. I'm just going to guess. Current market value of car. Did I just say what? Oh, current miles 0. 48. What do we say? 5? We said 48,000. Estimated value when you sell 2,000 sounds about right. Tax rate 7.5. Interest rate, I don't know what it currently is. Insurance costs. Let's look. Insurance, the average cost is $1,200, so let's put $1,200 in there. So to drive the Chrysler Pacific Hybrid, it's going to cost 30 cents a mile, right? Fixed ownership cost per mile. So that is like what's known as sunken cost, basically, which means your total cost per mile to operate a minivan is 71 cents per mile. Okay. So if you get the Chrysler Pacifica new, you know, this is the cost it's going to cost you out of pocket per mile, which is why you shouldn't buy a new car, basically, right? But the important thing for this, guys, is that you do this and you find out how much you make per mile and make sure that you're only taking profitable rides, right? This is essentially what MIT did in their study. It's like, well, if you're doing X amount per hour, this is the cost. That's how much it's going to be expensive as balls, right? Daniel Smith says, used for short term and then maintenance won't be an issue because you'll be given the car back at the end of the lease. Only if your lease has unlimited miles, otherwise that won't work. Ho-hum. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, make sure you guys figure out your cost per mile. Let's move on to something else fun. How long? Oh my god, we've been on for over an hour. What do you guys want to talk about? I'll leave it up to you. Is there anything you guys want to talk about? No problem. That happens, Dano. You guys want me to do an analysis of your car? Who wants me to do it? Hey, Frank, you're new. What car do you have? I'll do an analysis of yours. Oh, yeah, Timothy. If you say someone's attractive online, you're going to get in trouble. You can't do that anymore. We're in a day and age where that's impossible. My acceptance rate went down since I found your channel. Taking way better rides for more money. Smarter, not harder. Bam, Trucker Guy, you're welcome. What year? What year's the Ultima? Let's do yours. Rideshare driven in the house. Chirac, what's up, man? I'm about to help out Frank. We'll do Timothy first because he said it. Oh, 2015. Let's do cost to own 2015 Altima. Okay. Okay, let's go back here. Okay. Now remember, these are averages, so this may not actually be your total cost, but it's the average. Okay. So how many miles you got on it? Man, everyone wants me to do theirs. I might just do this full time. Jesus. Frank, what's the miles you have on yours, man? Okay, I'm going to do Dano's first. We'll do Frank's afterwards since he gave me all the information I need. 13, okay. 13,000. Okay. Estimated miles car when you sell it should always be around 2,000. Miles driven per year. I'm actually going to lower this for Frank because he lives in more of a rural area, so he's going to be driving less. Okay, guys, I'll do yours too. What's the cost of gas for you? What's the average price? Average gas prices in New Mexico. $2.49. So, unless you tell me otherwise, that's what I'm going to put in. Miles per gallon. What does it get? 2015 Nissan Altima gets. Oh, that's some pretty good. This is a pretty good MPG, man. I love the Altimas, man. They're awesome. Quaker Oats in the house. What's up? So let's do 27. Since you're doing a lot of in-city. You think you drive more? Okay. Let's do 35 then. That's a lot of miles, dude. I don't know. Alright, Fritz, I'll do yours afterwards. Annual maintenance costs. So let's do here. Again, this is an average, Frank, so you might not have to pay this every year, but when your transmission goes out at some point, that is averaged into the 5-year cost. So that's why we do it this way. Let's do 1,178. Current fair market value for the car. Let's see what Altima said, or Nissan, or Kelly Blue Book. Let's do high end. Let's do 16,000 since you're gonna take care of your car. It's probably gonna be lower, so we'll put 1,500. And then I don't know. I'm gonna keep all the shit the same. I don't know. Insurance costs. What do you say your annual insurance cost is? 930. You said. Man, oh, everyone wants me to do theirs. All right. So, I don't know if there's property tax in New Mexico or not. So this might change your cost per mile a little bit. Okay, so calculated cost. To drive the car, if you have it all paid off and everything like that, is 13 cents a mile. Okay. The fixed ownership cost means all the extra dumb stuff, the maintenance, the the sunken cost, insurance, the whatever, blah blah blah. It's 45 cents a mile. So, Frank roundabout drives at 18 cents a mile. Yeah, she's hot. Yep. Uber driver Todd in the house. So 19 cents a mile. So that's what the problem with the MIT study is. So while another driver might be driving at 54 cents. Oh, Daniel, yeah. Well, I don't know. Even if you just add 1,000, it's not going to change that much. So even if that's too low, I mean, look, he's still driving at 21. So it's a 2 cents different, 3 cent difference for the insurance cost. So that means in order to make a profit, well, let's do that math. Let's do that math for you guys. So I'll show you. So let's say it's $1. So $1 a mile, right? $1. So Uber takes 25 cents. The IRS takes between 20 and 30 cents. So let's split those into 25, 50 cents. Now you're driving at, oops. What we say it was? We say it was 18 cents. Okay. So every mile you drive, oops. So 0.5 minus 0.18. Every mile you drive with a customer, you're making 32 cents every mile. So if you drive 10 miles, you make $3.02. So remember that. Now also remember, one, taxes you can get back at the end of the year depending on how you do your taxes. So you may not have to deduct that 25 cents, but I mean, I don't know your situation. The rate is $1.32 a mile. So, oh, we can actually find exactly then. So $1.31 times 0.5 equals, so 65 cents per mile. I hear about that all the time, not for me. Minus 0.8. Frank, that means you are making right around 50 cents a mile. So that's actually really good. Your car is good. 50 cents a mile. Now, here's the thing. Times. Now remember, you also have to calculate how much it costs for you to drive to pick up too, right? So it's not just with customers in the car. It's how far you have to go to get the customer. So, you know, those are unpaid miles, but I'll let you do those calculations too. So Frank's in a pretty good situation for rideshare because his rates are so high. All right, who are we doing next? Next in line is Dano, because he gave me everything I needed. Jonathan, can you please be quiet, dude? 45,000 current miles. Estimated miles of car when you sell is 2,000. Driven a year, let's put that to 30. I don't know what tires. What's the cost of gas? Did Dano put the cost of gas in there? Dano, I need the cost of gas in your area. We got a 0.56 a mile right off our taxes, so that covers for gas and wear and tear and then some. Jason Abbott in the house. Yes, that's true. Good rate, but no long pickup fee here. Oh, that sucks. There's no long pickup fee, Frank. $2.85. Okay, so a little bit more expensive than Frank. And then let's look up here at the 2013. I love Hyundai so much, man. Hyundai. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to say it. What is it? Where is it at? GLS. Okay. So we're looking at. Woo! Look at that. So I'm gonna split the difference and say 27, because you probably do a lot of in-city and highway in your area, unlike Frank. Okay. So 27 is fine. Although 35 on the freeway is fabulous. So let's look at 2013 Hyundai Sonata GLS. Okay, so maintenance on this sucker. 5-year average is 5,331. About 1,000. I don't know tires for that car. You can fix that later if you need to. Current fair market value of the car. Used. $1,200. Roundabout. Woo! Oh, what's your insurance? Oh, wow. $20 plus a minimum fare. Yeah, that's good. That's good, man. So, first off, okay, so Jason, yeah, we already talked about that. Definitely do your taxes. It helps, but you still might have to pay taxes. I don't know your tax situation. I always like to include that 25 cents for taxes because I don't prepare to pay taxes. $200 a month. So that's $2,400. Okay. So your fixed cost is 32 cents. That's pretty average for a full-size car. I'd say most cars are right around the 30-cent mark after all said and done. So I've logged quite a few miles on dirt roads. Oh, yeah, but you're going slow on the dirt roads, so you're getting in-city miles. That's why I did that. So I don't know what your rate is, but then you figure out, man, take half of your rate, then take away these per mile costs. And here's the thing, guys. That's also why surge is important, because surge increases how much money you're making per mile. Okay. So yeah, Quaker's kicking some booty because he has 77 per on a Prius. So that's cool. All right, so there you go. Now you know your fixed cost to operate Dano. And I don't know if you owe money. Oh, that's the other thing, guys. This is considering you are financing. But watch, if you own the car outright, it decreases this a lot, right? So if you own the car, then it drops the cost, right? So if you don't owe money, then it's even less to drive. See, 31 cents. So it's even less. It never surges here, never. Well, at $1.30, Frank, that's like always having a surge. Remember, in the Bay Area, it's 85 cents. That's why I stopped doing Uber so much. I only take Uber when it surges. So for me to get a surge, I have to, or to get the same rates you're getting, I have to get a 1.6 or 1.7 surge to get to $1.30. So you don't need a surge at those prices because you're making a profit. Okay, so Fritz wanted me to do his. So let's do Fritz, and this will be the last one I do of these because you guys can do this yourself. You're getting the hang of it, I'm sure. So Fritz is at 210 or 2010, I should say. Excuse me. Toyota Camry SE. Okay. You said SE, right? Yep. Oh, I forgot the T. That's fine. Okay, so 17.9. Okay, so let's do this now. Okay. So what current miles? He put that in there somewhere. 110,000. Okay. That's a lot of miles. Is that right? 110,000. So that means you're going to sell it at 300,000. Miles driven through 30,000. I don't know what your tires are. Did he say how much his gas costs? 240 is what his gas costs a mile. And then, oh, it's not in there. The cost break. I don't know what your cost to maintain your car is. It's not in there. So that's kind of a bummer. Oops, no, I went to you. I'm sure it does. That's a big difference too. So we'll do 27 again. We'll split them. We'll split it. Maintenance costs $1,000. It'll be less than that because it's whatever, 500. Current market price 79. No, that's a new one. No, I don't want 2000. I want 2010. There we go. Overpriced. $2,000. Oh, priced $10,000, but that's over. It's a overpriced. Well, I don't know. We'll just do it. Do you think your car is worth $10,000? Yeah, Frank, I know because he had it awesome. So this is saying it should be. This should be around $3,000. So we're gonna put that in there. Okay. So look, your operation cost is, after everything is said and done, is 21 cents. And then you probably own it though, so I could probably take off this part and this part. And then put 0 in. 0 in. So yeah, 21 cents. 21 cents a mile. Which is really good. There you go. Bam. And that's how you do it, guys. Also remember, if you operate less than 54 cents a mile, you still write off 54 cents a mile at the end of the day. So every year when you report to the IRS how many miles you drove, they still give you 52 cents to 54 cents, whatever it is that year. So that means every mile you drive in tax rebate, you're actually making money. So your taxes are going to be less than 25% compared to somebody else. So keep that in mind too. The weekend of the Masters in Scottsdale, he made $900 Friday and Saturday. Oh, yes. Yeah, golf tournaments do that. So here you guys go. Now you know how to do it. And also remember, if it is my opinion that $1.15 for the average car, which is about 30 cents, is what you need the rates to be to make money. And that's just my opinion. So, to make good money. And we'll do a video on that some other time. But anyway, guys, this was fun. Any last minute questions before I go? If you want to, I'll answer anything you need me to. Answer some questions, but it's been an hour and a half, so. Denjoy in the house! Yes. Yes. Hey, Johnny. Go get your clothes on, Johnny. Trucker guy, Frank, I only drive prime time now because all over the valley surges basically nonstop from 10 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. Work weekends and nights. Make $350 to $500 bucks. Nice. I'll break down why 115 is important. But remember, even if you're making a profit, you have to be able to drive enough to put money in your pocket. And also, keep in mind, like someone else said before, some people make money in taxes, and so they don't have to take that additional 25 cents out. I mean, California taxes you a lot of money. Not everyone gets taxed like they're in California. So you might want to adjust. I mean, maybe it only costs you 5 cents a mile in taxes. Maybe you're making money in taxes. That's going to be an individual situation for you. But there you guys go. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will be driving Friday. I might drive tonight. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll drive for a couple hours tonight, just for fun. But I will see you guys later. Deuces, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.